Hey friends, happy Monday. Welcome to my live, and if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Couture. Once you hop on tonight's live or you hop on the replay at a later date, please feel free to say hi in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. Hopefully without any audio issues, I am live in 2 locations this evening, so if you hear me refer to a comment that is not in your feed, that person is probably watching from a different platform. And if at any time during this project you like what you see, please feel free to share it wherever you have permission to share things. If you're on Facebook, hit that thumbs up button and give me a follow. If you are on YouTube, again, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, tag your crafty friends and invite them to watch along with you. Jason says, hello from the other side of the door and a happy Friday Eve. Yes, is it Friday yet? Did everyone have a great weekend? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the comments. We had a good weekend. The audio's choppy again. I don't know what the crap diddly poo is going on. Everyone have a great weekend. I don't know. Well, I changed my mic. Let's see if that makes a difference. I don't know. I changed my mic. Let's see if that makes that sound better. That sounds better in what I was listening to. Okay. Oh, he said that's a huge difference. Okay, so I had to switch it from my Logitech Stream Cam to my Pro Stream up above me. So that made the difference. Okie doke. So let's go ahead and actually I'm going to show you a few things. Let me make sure that we have a free, if we still have a few things. Yes, the 16th. Okay, so we used this kit last week. This is our Club Couture kit for July. It's called Patterned Chicken. So you get this B-size exclusive transfer. It comes with 2 patterns and then the 2 designs to make your chicken. Double-sided. Ooh, wow. And then you also get this 2-sided chicken shelf sitter. And then you get two paste singles. One is camel and one is bumblebee. So this is the Club Couture kit for July. It is available for purchase. There is a 3-month minimum commitment to sign up for Club Couture, but you can cancel at any time after your 3 months. It is $25.99 retail price, but I highly recommend, if you want to sign up for Club Couture, that you sign up as a Perks member. So as a Perks member, you would pay a $20 monthly fee, but you get that monthly fee back as a $20 monthly product credit, and you also save 30% off retail pricing, which also, see where I'm headed here, you would also qualify for your 30% off Club Couture pricing, so you could apply your $20 monthly product credit in theory to your Club Couture subscription at a 30% off discount. So it's basically free. So why not? Oh, we went blurry. We're having all sorts of issues. So Club Couture kit for the month. We may actually use this transfer again tonight. I'm going to put my chicken back here. Keep my singles there. And we do have a free gift with purchase. So for any $75 plus order, you do receive this size F transfer for free, the Thankful, Blessed, and Pumpkin Obsessed. We also used that last week and made this sign. Super cute. So yes, Jason, you should be a Perks member. That's what I'm saying. I would not shop any retail on my Chalk site unless you, well, if you're going to do any shopping, I would sign up to be a Perks member, because it truly pays to be a Perks member. Not only do you get that $20 monthly product credit, and you shop at 30% off, there's always monthly exclusive and promotions for Perks members. So this is a free gift with purchase. It pairs perfectly with our autumn 2026 products that launched last Tuesday. So I have all of that posted on my Facebook page, and I can get a link put in the description of the video. I do have Club Couture and Perks membership and our lookbook links in the description currently, but I can get more specific links if you would prefer. Okay, let's flip the camera. Okay, doke. I think I might go ahead and turn this light off. I'm going to get some more shadows, but I'd rather have the shadows than the glare. Okay, so tonight we are going to use the cute little Rustic Ghost transfer. This is a size A transfer stencil. And then it also has a slim cut wood piece that you can also purchase as well. So let's get that out. So it pairs perfectly with the little ghost. I am going to, if I have some room, I've already traced out my chicken. I don't have enough room left on this page. Well, I'll have to do it on something else. I like to, actually, I'll just do it inside of the chicken, and then I'll have both. So I can run these through my Silhouette design software on the PicScan mat, and I can make traces of these so that I can use, like I could cut them out on my on the Cricut. I could cut them out on my Cameo for my own personal use. I could cut them out with my jigsaw or a scroll saw as well. So I'm just capturing the wood shape. I could also super easily purchase more of those shapes if I would like, and I probably will. So I got that done. Okay. So I have these scrap pieces in my stash. I think I got these at the Dollar Tree, the Dollar store, Dollar Tree, y'all. That's what we're calling it these days. I used these in that firecracker cutout that I made in June, late May, early June. I was going to make 3 other firecrackers, but I didn't get around to it. So we're going to use them tonight with our little rustic ghost. So I was going to paint the inside of my square, the rectangle that I have taped off, with some black chalk paint. But I actually decided last minute that I'm going to paint with this twilight color. I'm going to turn that back on. Just put that there. That'll kind of hide the glare. Kind of, sort of, kind of. There. I'm going to paint with the new En Vogue Twilight color. It is a very deep plum purple. I just kind of wanted to see how it was going to paint, and this way we'll get a really good swatch of what the actual color is. And if you've been around my neck of the woods at any time, you know that I truly do not like the color purple, except for Halloween. So if this came out at any other time besides Halloween, I probably wouldn't be using it, but we are. Oops. So I'm going to wipe that out because that was regular water that I sprayed. I want to make sure I use distilled water with my pastes. And I have just a makeup brush that I love to paint with. Looks a lot like that. So I just wet my brush a little bit. I've got some paste on my brush. I did use just regular old masking tape to mask off a rectangle. And we're just going to paint this rectangle. And our pastes paint beautifully. They dry quickly. They dry matte. So don't be afraid to paint with these. I have so much acrylic paint that I need to use up that I forget that I can paint with these. Okay, let's give that a dry. It looks black in the camera, but it is kind of a deep plum color. I'll lift it up while it's wet so you maybe can see the plum, right? You can see it a little bit there. Kind of a deep plum color. So I'm just going to let this, we're going to dry this, and then I might put on another coat. Hello, Miss Bonita. Welcome. She says she's late. No, you're not. I'm just glad you're here. She can hear me good. I had a few audio issues earlier, but I just switched to my microphone. So we are painting with the new Twilight paste color. So it's a very deep plum. You can kind of see it on the tape a little bit. It's a little lighter. So I think I'm going to add one more coat. Whoops. going to use kind of what's in the lid. And I have taped off this scrap piece of wood that I got at the Dollar Tree, y'all, a long time, quite a while ago. You never know what you're going to find when you walk in there. And you may not, if you like it, you better grab it because you may not ever find it again. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with that store. I always see all the cool stuff that other people find, and I can never find it. And we have 2, and I still can never find anything. Okay, I gotta wipe my hands off. Okay. I'm just gonna pull up the extra. Kind of get it in my tub. And I'm gonna throw this one out. Ooh, I gotta get a wipe. Okay. I'm just getting this out from under my fingernails. If I don't, I will end up wearing it. So that is why I fuss so much about keeping my hands clean. Okay, let's get this dry. So we are using the Rustic Ghost Transfer and then the little Rustic Ghost Slim Cut. I was originally going to paint the inside black, but I decided at the last minute to paint it twilight because it is almost black. Plus, this would be a good way to swatch the color. I probably should have pulled my tape off before I dried it, but so this just kind of gave us an automatic frame around our design. I've done a few leaners this way. Okay, so let's go ahead and I think I'm going to paint my ghost white while I'm at it. Okay, so my color scheme is this twilight. And I pulled out like vanilla, dune, and shimmer, spiced citrus with the twilight. And then I also have white and shimmer frost. So yeah, I think so. There's some distress around the ghost. I think that's going to be either vanilla or dune. I'm going to do the flowers orange, and then I probably need to pick up a green maybe, or I can do all of the greenery orange. And so I think I'm going to do my ghost white. So let's go ahead and get him painted. I'm just going to roll up a piece of tape, stick it on my mat, and let's make sure, yep. That way he doesn't go very far. Had a foreign object in there. A little bit of distilled water just to wet my brush down a little bit. I'm going to come in with my white paint. And we're just going to give the ghost kind of a base coat. Feels weird to be doing Halloween in July, but I'm ready. I'm ready to get started. I'm probably already behind. Okay, let's get that guy dry. Smells like burning wood down here. Okay, let's give this guy a little bit of a second coat. I am going to do a little special treatment with, I think, the Shimmer Frost. So I'm not too terribly worried about his base coat. I keep getting that purple all over me. Okay. Let's dry this. Hold it still, Robin. I have a tendency to do this, mainly because I don't want to keep it in the same spot, but I get a little wild with it. It's hot. Okay. So I think I thought about using the checkerboard pattern to go over our ghost with Shimmer Frost, or I could use kind of the feathered pattern. But I think I kind of want to do or actually, hold back on. I think I'm just going to go over him naturally with the transfer and some Shimmer Frost. I think I'll do that first. But now I'm just trying to decide if I should paste the ghost first or if I should paste the background first. And I probably need a wax. I'm going to sand him a little bit. Just to make him come a little bit more smoother. And distress his edges a little bit while I'm at it. Okay. We just gave him a wee bit of a sand, just dressed his edges a little bit. I'm going to come in with some wax. So I'm going to wax the ghost, and I'm going to wax my sign a little bit. Just so I can protect my transfer and my painted surface. Get that good and buffed in. That just puts a nice little protective layer down. Let's do the same to our sign. There's that. Hopefully it's going to be really cool. Okay, let's put that away. Okay. I think because this is the lighter color, I will paste him first. I might have to go back in and color his eyes in, just because those won't. Okay. I need to wash some squeegees. Some down to the bottom of the barrel. Actually, I have a bunch washed. They're not accessible. This is kind of thick, but I also am not terribly worried if it doesn't go through the screen, because my ghost is already white, base coated white. I just want to add some dimension. It's like trying to spread grout. And I'm not fuzzing just because there isn't a lot of adhesive at this point. This is such a small transfer. I'm going to pull up. I'm going to put my paintbrush in the negative eye hole, for lack of a better term. So I've stuck that down on its backer sheet. Okay. I think it'll look better once it dries, and I do need to color in his eyeballs. See if I have a black chalk marker. I could use a Posca pen. He would have looked really cute done in a silver shimmer too, just to give him a little bit of a, I don't know, just to give him silver sheen. I guess this Posca pen will work. I just need to color in his eyeballs, because I guess, do I? let's wait on that because I can always add that later. Okay, I probably need to find a green. I know I'm all over the place. Let me get out some pesto. So I'm going to add this to my rectangle, and I actually don't mind if some of that white gets on there because that way I'll at least know kind of where the ghost goes. I'm just trying to use my twilight rectangle to kind of figure out spacing. I'm just kind of burnishing around the ghost. Okay. Probably going to need a multi-tool and a detail tool. So I'm going to do the vanilla parts first. Oh, this looks good. I'm going to use Dune. I hope so. It's kind of hard on this twilight to see where the design actually is. So I'm going to have to do some paste and pulling just so my different areas don't dry. And I'm just really kind of guessing at this point where kind of that distress, where all these little distress points are. So it's kind of hard to see on this darker background. If I don't get them all, I don't get them all either. And there's not a lot. You can kind of see it. It looks like it's pulled up some of my paint, but that's just built into the transfer. So I think it's kind of funny because, you know, we waxed to avoid that, and now we're actually chalking all that kind of stuff into the design. So I'm going to keep my finger down here so I can keep kind of keep my placement. I'm going to pull up from down here just to kind of release some of that down there. And then I'm going to reburnish down here where these flowers are. There is a little bit of dune down there, but it's kind of hard to get to. I'm going to pop the lid on for now. And we're going to bring in our Shimmer Spiced Citrus. This is another On Vogue color. I'm going to use my little detail tool. If you don't have the detail tool, you can cut your little mini squeegees all apart. So I'm just going to come in and do some of the flowers. And then I'll come back in and do some of the greenery. Okay. Again, I'm going to put my finger down. I'm just going to use the eyeball since that's a negative spot. I'm going to release the flowers. And then I'm going to come back in and kind of burnish. Now let's bring in our pesto so that we can get some of the greenery. Okay, so now that I've done the flowers and the greenery, I can kind of see where some of these distress marks are down here. I think I've gotten most of them though. Okay. It's not the prettiest, but it's very, if you look at the transfer, it's very, I don't know, it's very small detail. So then we just need to add the ghost, and I need to decide if I want to add some eyeballs. Like, and I know I didn't get all of the distressing around the ghost, but I think I need to add some eyes. Which is fine. Now I don't know if I should do gray eyes. I'm kind of thinking gray. So I think black would be, I don't know, black might be a bit too much of a. And then let's heat up. What do I want to use? My glue gun? Or some crafty. I think I should probably use some wood glue. Okay, let's worry about the eyeballs first. I'm going to tear off some of this watercolor paper so that I can swatch a few of these grays. That was easy. I think we'll go with the first one. So these are just alcohol markers, actually. They are alcohol based, yes. Not going to be perfect. Probably should have used an acrylic marker, but that gives you an idea. At least these got eyeballs now. Okay. You can really truly go anywhere. So I'm just using a little bit of Type Bond. This is the Quick and Thick, maybe. Squeeze. Okay, just mainly wanted to get it around the edges. Hopefully that'll squish. And I can truly put it wherever I want. And then if I've got any squooshing, I can use the point of my detail tool, or you could use a toothpick. This glue will dry clear, but if you can get some of that off, that's even better. Jason says he's ready for the spirit of Halloween. I've got a big glob right there. You could also use the smaller end of your squeegee to get some of those larger globs if you have them. But again, it will dry clear. I'm just going to leave him like that. Very distressed. It's like those, it's kind of, it has a kind of a gothic, I don't know, I can't, kind of a gothic boho theme. I don't know if this part would look better with, like, with ash or storm against that twilight. I don't know. It's cute though. I'm kind of wishing I wouldn't have sanded him, but I still think he's cute. His eyes are a little weird. And I probably should have left him all, I don't know. I like him. He's cute. Easy peasy. I'm gonna, hopefully I won't knock him too much, but I'm gonna try to get, I should have done this before I added the ghost. Never finished till you sand the edges. Are you truly finished until you sand the edges? Super cute. And I think it would look good with a black background. I think it would look good with like a dark ash background. It looked cute with some little florals. I might have to add some little tiny flowers. You could even add 3D flowers down here. I'm going to have to play around with them a little bit. It turned out cute. Quick, easy project. I don't even think, I think outside of the florals, I'm not even going to add any embellishments, but I do think I want to add some flowers. I'll have to find some and add some. Just looking at my felt stash to see what I could do. Okie doke. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and hop off for the night. If you use the Rustic Ghost transfer or the slim cut, I would like to see what your project looks like. So yeah, post it up in my crafty group or tag me whenever you post it on your social media page. I would love to see yours. Okay, with that, I'm going to hop off. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.